Hello!
Good morning.
And welcome to our video on
This is a PSA about
global
warming.
Yeah, as you can see, we are scientists.
Scientists.
Yes.
Correct.
So, we are here to talk to you
about the dangers of climate change.
and global warming.
Most importantly, global warming.
Now, scientists, what is global warming, you may ask?
I'm glad you asked, scientist. Global warming is when the Earth warms globally, and that's no good.
And the climate changes.
Worst of all,
So we're here to talk to you about global warming. So on the first topic of our PSA on global warming, we're talking about ice, baby.
Haha! What my colleague is referring to is the unprecedented rate at which the Arctic ice caps are melting, which will lead to a rise in sea levels, which will mean disastrous consequences for people the world over. Now, a study published on September 14th, 2018 by the International Institute for Ice and Snow Data Collection, a joint research initiative funded by 89 countries around the world, posited that the Arctic ice caps this year measured only 5.61 million kilometers in diameter, a full 1.69 million kilometers in diameter, fewer than the national averages predicted from the 1981 to 2010 era, as per the research data set that we have available. Now, what this means for your average consumer of water, earth, and life? The sea levels will rise, and it will mean no good. And with all that water up in there, it has no place to go, and it will be pushed off the sides of the flat Earth and hurtle into space.
Now what does that mean? That means that water is going to be gone.
Gone. And once it's gone, there's no getting it back. Earth only has finite resources, and we are just about used them up.
If you care about your Earth, care about your water.
Oh no, me? That sounds terrifying. But what are we as human beings doing about it?
Me, I'm glad you asked that question. I can tell you that in 2015, 195 countries met together in Paris, France, in order to agree to something called the Paris Climate Agreement. I know, what a creative name. Now, what this is each country sets their own personal goal to reach by 2010-20 as they move away from dirty, non-renewable energy sources into cleaner, renewable energy sources, with a target of keeping the global temperature rise under 2 degrees Celsius. Because if we reach that threshold, that is the point of no return, and we are completely effed up the bee.
Oh no.
I know. But the best part is, in the process of doing this and creating this agreement, we are going to completely fuck over the American economy. Hello, Mr. Fellow Scientist. I noticed you were enjoying some delicious water. However, you put your plastic bottle on the ground, which is no good.
Oh no.
Because one day, that plastic bottle might end up in the ocean and choke a dolphin, or choke a sea turtle, or become a giant landmass of complete, pure garbage out there somewhere.
Ha! Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, fellow scientist, because there already is a giant landmass of garbage, and it's known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, measuring twice the size of Texas in landmass. America's garbage patch.
And remember, we don't need another Texas out there.
Yeah, aren't there enough Texases in the world? So do your part, don't be a jackass, and don't litter.
And speaking of jackasses,
Ha!
this brings us to the end of our video. Our PSA on global warming, PSA climate change.
Climate science changed from the #1 authorities, climate scientist #1.
And climate scientist #0. I hope you enjoyed our video, and I hope you watched.
I hope you love the Earth as much as we do, because if we don't all love it very soon, there's a good chance we'll die.